this is Mr. and this is the AP Calculus AB 2025 exam free response question number 5. I thought this was the toughest question on the exam. Here are two particles, H and J, and they are moving. They gave us H's position function and J's velocity function. And the first thing we want to find is the velocity of particle H, which means they gave us the position function with respect to time is e to the t squared minus 4t. So we want to find the velocity of this h, which is the derivative of position with respect to time. The derivative of e to anything is e to anything, t squared minus 4t. But because of the chain rule, we have to take the derivative of the t squared minus 4t, and we get 2t minus 4. This is the velocity function that we have here, which we want to find the exact instantaneous velocity at 1. So we get 2 times 1 minus 4. We get e to the 1 squared minus 4 times 1, or 4 minus 4 times 1. And that velocity, we get 2 times 1 minus 4. That's negative 2. E to the negative 3 power. And that is the velocity of particle h at time equals 1. Let's go to part B. Part B was, I think, probably the most difficult part. Was we want to take a look at where are these particles H and J moving in opposite directions. So let's take a look at H first. We know the velocity of H with respect to time. I just found it. It was 2t minus 4 e to the t squared minus 4t. Now let's examine this for a second. If the time is going from 0 to 2, anything between 0 and 2, the velocity of h is going to be a negative number. Because if you put in 1 here, you're going to get a negative value. But from 2 all the way to 5, we're only looking from 0 to 5, the velocity of h is going to be positive here. So this object, this h, changes directions. It's moving negatively, then it turns around and it moves positively. Now let's examine J, the velocity of J with respect to time. They gave us that function up here, 2t, t squared minus 1 cubed. Now, we're only looking from times from 0 to 5, which means we're always going to be positive, so this first t really doesn't matter a whole lot. You're going to really examine this second t. Now, if this t is between 0 and 1, you can see if it's 0 and 1, that velocity of J is going to be negative. But from 1 all the way to 5, any number bigger than 1, the velocity of J is going to be positive. So this changes direction at exactly 1. Now let's think about it. Both particles from 0 to 1 are moving negatively. Both particles from 2 to 5 are moving positively. Where is the difference is between 1 and 2. That interval between 1 and 2 of the time, they're going to be moving in opposite directions because the vector quantity is opposite. At 1 to 2, this H particle is moving positively. This J particle is still moving, the H particle is moving negatively. This J particle is moving positively. So they're moving in opposite directions from 1 to 2. Now let's go to part C. Part C says, we know the velocity prime, the acceleration of J, is at 2. At 2 is bigger than 0. And we want to know, is the speed increasing or decreasing, or neither at t equals 2, which means we have to know the velocity of J at 2. If we look at the velocity of J at 2, we plug it in here. We have 2 times 2. We have 2 squared minus 1. Sorry, that's a 2 right there. I'm going to use my eraser real quick. And that is going to be 2 squared minus 1 cubed. 2 squared minus 1 is a positive number. Cubed is a positive number. Times that. That gives me a positive number, or greater than 0. If both the acceleration and the velocity are greater than 0, the signs are the same, which means the speed is increasing for this object because the vector quantities are the same there. We go to the last part, part D. It says particle J is at a position of 7 at time equals 0. So we want to know the position at time equals 2, which means we want to know x of 2 for J, which means it starts at 7 And we are going at time equals 0, it's equal to 7, so we put 0. We're trying to go to 2, and we're going to do this v of j, which is 2t, t squared minus 1 cubed dt. If you don't see the integral here, you want to use substitution, but you might see the integral. You can see this cubed goes up. You can see that t squared minus 1, this goes up to 4. You're going to divide by 4, and the 2t came from the chain rule on the t squared minus 1. So we are done our integral right there, and we're going to evaluate that from 2 to 0. So this is going to be a little bit more difficult of a substitution. We're going to put in the 2 first. 2 squared is 4. 4 minus 1 is 3. 3 to the 4th power is 81. We're going to put in the 0. 0 squared is 0. Minus 1 is 1. Negative 1 to the 4th power is 1. And we are going to be doing, not positive, we're going to do 81 minus the second value, which is positive 1. So 81 minus 1 is 80, divided by 4 is 20, which leads us with a position of 27 for particle J at time equals 2. And that is, I think, the toughest problem on this exam. That's the 2025 AP Calculus question number 5. I'll talk to you guys soon. Check out my videos. Thanks, guys.